decorate at home? Do you second guess your decor choices? I think we all do. It's natural. So that's why we have the best experts in the country, like interior designer Brain Gluckstein.
Great audience.
Yes,
Great audience.
they're fantastic.
Enthusiastic.
So
good.
enthusiastic. And they're enthusiastic because, Brian, you were about to put our decor knowledge to the test,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. You can create a gallery wall on a tightly curved wall. True or false?
So you can't do a gallery wall on a tightly curved staircase. I'm going to get the audience to guess. What do you think? True or false, audience? True or false? You're about half and half on that one. So can you hang art gallery style on a tightly curved wall? Brian has the answer.
The answer is true, and this is how we did it. We started in the center where we have the window and worked our way around. Now, typically on a curve, you'll use smaller pieces or vertical pieces. So even if you use a horizontal piece, you'll have some space, but that doesn't matter. Use 2 hooks on each image, and that's great on a staircase because if people bump into it, it doesn't move. I like using black and white photography, black frames, because it creates a really graphic effect. This is a perfect place for family photos or photos of your trips.
Brian, that is stunning.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is so gorgeous. So any advice if we want to do that sort of thing?
Yes, and people always say to me, you know, what do I do with that big wall on my staircase? So gallery walls are perfect, though it's easier if you do a grid. So if you do a rigid grid and they're all the same size. If you're very adventurous, you can do all these random ones, preferably not with your spouse, because you will not have a spouse after you finish hanging these. So it's tough because you have to lay it all out on the floor, and it's great to do the random ones, but it's easier if you do a grid.
That's so much harder, yeah, and you can get professional help, so thank you for that.
Yes.
The next question also deals with art. Here we go.
Art is so important for a home, and I use it everywhere, except the bathroom. True or false?
Can you use art in the bathroom? They're saying false, 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 false. A few trues. Okay. Brian doesn't use art in the bathroom. Let's see if that's true or false.
And the answer is false. Yes, you can use art in the bathroom. I like to make sure there's good ventilation if you're showering. And here I use these 3 pieces leaning on this ledge, and I think it creates a really dynamic quality to this bathroom.
You can't fool them. They watch Cityline.
You are on it.
They know what's up.
It.
So if you're going to have art in the bathroom, what do you need to consider or think about?
Well, don't hang your Rembrandt in the bathroom, but use something modest.
Yeah.
If you're using paper, like a watercolor or photography, have it laminated to a board.
Yeah.
Because with the humidity, it could get ripply. So if you laminate something to a board and then frame it, you're not going to have a problem. But I love art in the bathroom.
Yeah, you need to have something to look at.
Exactly. Besides ourselves in the mirror.
Spend a lot of time in there, right?
Yes.
Okay, the next question in our decor quiz deals with wallpaper.
In this library, we use panel moldings on the wall in a contemporary way. And within the panel moldings, I use this wallpaper that looks like silk. True or false, wall coverings are only for the wall?
Are wall coverings only for the wall? True or false? False, 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 false.
Look at that, it's unanimous.
Okay, they're saying absolutely false. So the question was wall coverings only for the wall? Is that true or false?
The answer is false. We use wallpaper all over. Here in the dining room, I use this silver leaf. It's almost charcoal on the ceiling. Now the walls were white, so I wanted a sense of coziness and enclosure. So that's what I did here. In this bathroom on the vanity, I used the same wallpaper that's on the wall, but I used a trim detail around the doors so the wallpaper won't peel off the edges. Here in the kitchen, we use a wall covering for the fridge and freezer door, so it conceals the refrigerator when you're looking from another space.
Oh, I need that in my house. It'll be like secret passages everywhere.
I know, you can't
just a
find the
bookcase.
fridge. Isn't that unbelievable? You can't find the fridge.
What should we be wary of if we're using wall coverings in our space?
You should, if you're going to use wallpaper on the ceiling, you want to use subtle patterns like this type of thing. More texture, silver leaves, things like that.
Yeah.
You really don't want to use wild patterns because that's going to bring the ceiling down and be a little distracting. So you want it to enhance the space but not distract. So even if you're doing a pattern on the wall, you can do something simple on the ceiling. So you can use both.
Okay, let's get to our last question now. Take a listen.
When it comes to home decor, animal prints are out. True or false?
Come on. They can't be out. False, 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 false. I hope they're right. The question was, animal prints are out in the world of decor. True or false?
The answer is false. Animal prints are as popular as ever. Here in this library, we use this tiger printed carpet, and it has these neutral colors of the golds and the black. I love it. It adds real dynamic quality to this room.
Oh, I'm so happy with that answer.
Aren't you happy with that? Well, you wear animal prints.
All the time.
Exactly.
All the time. So I was hanging on every word there. Do you want to give us a word of advice on how to use them?
I don't tend to use them on walls or drapery. I tend to use them like this on pillows or area rugs, things like that. They do make, you're laughing.
Drapery? Because I'm thinking drapery.
Oh,
no.
Yeah. They do make like wallpaper in leopard. Hold off on that.
Hold off on that. So you'd say a bit like a rug.
A rug, pillows, a throw, a dress,
yeah,
you know, a scarf, something like that. Shoes.
Shoes, yes, I love it.